Okay, good morning. Today we are going to discuss the topic classical encryption techniques in the course cryptography and network security. So under this topic, these are all the subtopics we are going to learn. That is symmetric encryption. What is symmetric encryption? Then substitution cipher. Then certain substitution ciphers algorithm. That is Caesar cipher, monoalphabetic cipher, and what is Playfast cipher. Then in the transposition cipher, we are going to discuss two ciphers. One is row transposition, then rail fencing cipher. So symmetric encryption. From the name itself, we can say it's a symmetric means that same. That is both sender and receiver going to use a same key. That is single key or private key or is a conventional. So the symmetric encryption, we can say conventional encryption techniques or private key encryption techniques or single key encryption techniques. So the sender and receiver going to share a common key, that is a single key. Both are going to use a same key, same type of key. So all the classical encryption algorithms we can say is a private key. That is the previous traditional encryption algorithms are a private key. Then after the symmetric encryption, public key cryptography is evolved. Even that public key cryptography evolved, we are using the symmetric encryption for confidentiality. So these are all the certain basic terminologies we are going to discuss. One is a plain text. So plain text means the original message which we are going to send a data, which is going to be encrypted, which is the message we are going to encrypt, original message. The ciphertext is, this is the message is a converted format. That is the original message is encrypted. It is converted into ciphertext. The original message is encrypted. That output of the encrypted is a ciphertext. That is coded message. So it is in a unreadable format, ununderstandable format. That is a ciphertext. Original message is a readable or understandable format, human readable or understandable format. Then cipher is nothing but a algorithm which is going to transform your plain text into ciphertext. That is that algorithm, that is a method or a technique which is going to convert your plain text into ciphertext. Next, key. That is, key is nothing but a secret information which is used during that is transformation. That is which is used to secret information for encrypting your plain text to convert your plain text to ciphertext. This is the information used in cipher only to sender and the receiver. This is the information which is known only by sender and receiver. So this key should not be known by others, that is intruder. So this is the secret information known only by sender and the receiver. So but that key should be a common key. Both sender and receiver have a same type of key, same secret information. Then encipher, that is encrypt. That is the mechanism of converting your plain text to ciphertext. That mechanism we say it as the techniques we say it converting your plain text to ciphertext is a encipher or encryption. That decipher is that mechanism of converting your ciphertext into plain text. That is ciphertext into plain text or recovering ciphertext from plain text. So this is the decipher or decrypt. Then cryptography, that is study of encryption methods. Okay, study of the encryption techniques, that is encryption cipher, that we said is a cryptography. Cryptanalysis, that is a code breaking. That is the study of deciphering the ciphertext. That is breaking your ciphertext without knowing the key, without knowing the secret key. We are deciphering, we are decrypting the message. That we say it as a cryptanalysis. For example, the intruders, hackers to break the information without knowing the secret information, secret key. That is the cryptanalysis. Cryptology means the study of cryptography and cryptanalysis. These two combination, the two fields combined with these two fields, we say it as a cryptology. Next, symmetric cipher model. So this is the symmetric cipher model. So symmetric cipher model means, the symmetric means the both and the sender and receiver are going to use a common key, common shared key, common key or private key or a single key. The cipher is that algorithm techniques. So here this is the plain text, this is the message or input which I am going to secretly send to the receiver side. So this message is going to be encrypted. So this plain text is given to the encryption algorithm. This encryption algorithm, it's maybe any one of the cipher. That is here, then this example, that is a data encryption standard they are using. So in this encryption algorithm, we have to use one key, that is secret key. That this is the common key. This common key is known only by the sender and receiver, not by others. This output of this encryption algorithm, we say it as a ciphertext. This ciphertext is transmitted through the medium, transmission medium. Then in the receiver side, in the receiver, they are going to use a same decryption algorithm, reverse of that encryption, reverse of the encryption algorithm, that is decryption algorithm, to decrypt the message. For decrypting the message, he has to use that same secret key which is used by the sender for encrypting the message. This key should be same. These two are a common keys, that is same key, private key. So we say it as a symmetric encryption, symmetric cipher model. After decrypting the plain ciphertext using key, we are getting the plain text which is sent by the sender. Here in the symmetric cipher model, we need certain requirements. The main two requirements are the strong encryption algorithm. So here this encryption algorithm, we have to use a strongest encryption algorithm, and also the secret key. This is the secret key. So this encryption algorithm we need, and this secret key we need. These are the two important requirements for symmetric cipher model. That key, but the important thing is this key should be known only by sender and receiver. So if we consider a mathematically, so here assume X as a plain text. We are encrypting the plain text using any one of the encryption algorithm, using the key K. Here K is the key, common key or private key. We are encrypting the plain text using the key. We are getting the ciphertext as Y. So in the receiver side, we are received a ciphertext, that is Y. We are decrypting the Y using the same key. We are getting the plain text. In the sender side, X is the plain text, that is encrypted using encryption algorithm with secret key. We are getting the ciphertext, that is Y. This Y will be transmitted through the transmission medium. In the receiver side, the receiver will receive Y only. Then using this Y, he decrypting that Y using the same encryption algorithm in reverse order, and using the same key, here K, here K. So the same key. After decrypting, we are getting X. This X is the plain text which is sent by the sender. Here we have to assume the encryption algorithm is known by all. Okay, so for during transmission, the encryption algorithm which is used for encrypting the message, which is known by all, but the key should be known only by sender and receiver. Here the main that important things we have to do is, we have to share the secret key, that is same key, common key or private key, through a secret channel. Okay, it known only by sender and receiver. So the distribution of the secret key is the important things in that symmetric cipher algorithm. So we need a secure channel to distribute this secret key, that means only known by sender and receiver. Next, a classical substitution cipher. So the letters of the plain text are replaced by other letters or by numbers or symbols. So that classical, that is a traditional, the olden substitution cipher. Substitution means instead of one letter, for example, if you are sending any text message, instead of each letter which is replaced by another letters, which is replaced by other letters or numbers or symbol. So that a replacement we say it as a substitution. So it is a classical or a traditional or a olden cipher method. So that letters of a plain text are replaced by other letters or numbers or symbols. Or if a sequence of bits or if a sequence of bits are replaced by some other patterns of bits, okay, that is some plain text bit patterns are replaced by some other bit patterns. So that is the classical substitution cipher. So example is here we go for the Caesar cipher and Playfair cipher. So Caesar cipher, so earliest known substitution cipher, it is first used in that military affairs, military purpose. Initially they are used in that military purpose. So here replace each letter by its third letter. Okay, so each letter of in the plain text, it is replaced by its third letter. For example, here meet me after the toga party. So here M is replaced by P. That is third letter of M is P. That is M N O P. So that is the third letter of M is P. So likewise E is replaced with the third letter of H. That E is replaced with the letter H. So T is replaced by W. So likewise each letter is replaced by third letter of its. So here the key is 3. Here key is 3. This is the plain text. This is the cipher text. So here that example. So A, B, C, D. Here we have that alphabets. So for A, the third letter is D. For B, the third letter is E. C, the third letter is F. Likewise, we have this is the sequence. So here instead of, we can go for that mathematically, instead of replacing directly that message, here we are representing as numbers from A to Z. We can represent 0 to 25. For A is replaced by 1, 0, B is replaced by 1, C is replaced by, likewise Z is replaced by 25. So each letters are that is given by a number that is 0 to 25, represent as a number from 0 to 25. The Caesar cipher is, this is the algorithm. So P plus K, that means P is the plain text, that is a plain letter, that is added with the key any number. We are performing a modulus with 26. For example, let us assume any letter D. Okay, so here if you want to encrypt a letter D, plain text is D plus, let's assume K value is 3, that is 3. So here D value is what? 3 plus 3, that is what? 6. So 3 plus 3, 6. So here that is P is 3, then K is 3. So P plus 3, that is 3 plus 3 equal to 6. 6 mod 26 equal to 6. So this D will be replaced by this G. Likewise, if you want to encrypt T, so T that value is that is, assume this is 19, T value is 19, then we are adding 3, that is 22. So 22 mod 26 is again that 22, so that value will be taken as, that is W. So likewise the encryption is take place. here that modulus of 26 is for after, suppose if you are adding 25 plus 2 or 25 plus 3, we are getting 28. We won't have that further alphabets. To return back to circulate to the starting character, we go for that, we are performing the modulus. So p plus k mod 26 means the plain text number plus the key number we are adding, then we are taking modulus 26. The remaining number, what is that value? That corresponding letter will be the ciphertext. Likewise in the plain text decryption side, that ciphertext is minus, we have to reverse it, that is ciphertext minus that key value, then taking modulus of 26, we are getting the plain text. So in the crypt analysis, if we are breaking the information without knowing the key, that is crypt analysis means without knowing the key, we are breaking the ciphertext. So in this case, we have 26 alphabets. So if you are trying all the 26 mapping all the 26 letters, that is all the 26 possibles, we can get a we can break the message. So here there is a possibility of 26. So we can try all the possibilities, that we said as a brute force search. Next one is mono-alphabetic cipher. So in that mono-alphabetic cipher, so instead of that key, that is instead of that adding the numbers, here each alphabet is replaced by some other alphabets. So wherever we are having that particular wherever we are having the particular letters in the plain text, that will be replaced by the exact ciphertext. That is each letters in the plain text is mapped with one alphabets. For example, the ABCD up to Z, we have D to N. So always wherever we are having A, that will be replaced by D. Wherever we are having I, that will be replaced by W. So this is that mono alphabetic cipher. Mono, that is single letter changing. So here if we wish to replace letters, this is the plain text. Wherever we are having I, that will be replaced by W. Wherever we are having I, that will be replaced by W. This is mono alphabetic ciphers. Next one is Playfair cipher. So in that Playfair cipher, so here we can in this previous cases we are changing each in the plain text, each letter is replaced by some other letters. So here encrypting more number of letters, combined letters. So here we can encrypt multiple letters. There we are encrypting single letters. Here we can encrypt multiple letters. It will give more security, improving our more security. It is invented by Charles Wheatstone in the year of 1854. But that named after his friend, that Baron Playfair. So this we said as a Playfair cipher. So here the Playfair cipher is treated diagrams in the plain text. Diagram means di means 2. So here we are going to take two characters, a pair of characters. Instead of single letters, here we are going to consider a pair of characters in the pair of letters in the plain text as a single unit. That diagram will be translated into or transformed into ciphertext diagrams. So this is the matrix, Playfair K matrix. So let's assume. So we know that alphabetics is 26 letters. So if you go for, if you fill that letters in a matrix, so we go for the 5 cross 5. So that is 25, 5 into 5, 25 cells. So 25 letters we can fill it. So that remaining one letter, that is extra one letter in the 26 letter. So that can be any one of that letter in the the two letters in a common cell, in a single cell. So INJ, here example is INJ, these twos are occur in a single cell. That means we are going to use a 5 cross 5 matrix. In that each cell we have to fill it all the alphabet letters from A to Z in certain format. Then one of the cell it's going to hold two letters. That is for here the example is ing. Here we are going, the keyword is Monarchy, that is the key. So MONA or CHY. So first we have to start it from top left corner, that is MO. In row wise we have to fill it, MONARCHY. So we have to fill it all the letters of the keyword. Then remaining alphabet letters should be fill it in the remaining cell in the row wise. So here A, so already A here, so we have to give B. Then C already in that here, so next D, E, F, G, H already here. Then I, J should be in the same cell. Okay, then I, J, K, L, then M, N, O already here. So likewise we have to fill it. So all the 26 letters in the alphabet should be fill it in the 5x5 matrix. This is the Playfair key matrix. So the next, how we can encrypt that plain text using Playfair key matrix. So let's assume the plain text is encrypted 2 letters at a time. That is because it is a diagram. So it will take 2 letters at a time. If a pair is a repeated letter, insert filler like X. If a pair is a repeated letters, insert fill like X. For example, here if you are divides into pair of letters, that is diagram BA, then LL, then OO, then N. So if you LL is a common same letters, LL is a same letters. So pair of letter a repeated letter, same letters, that is a repeated letters. So we have to fill X here. So now if you fill X, BA, LX, LO, ON will be generated. Okay, so likewise now we have to consider BA, LX, LO, ON. So if repeated letters come, we have to fill X. So BA, LX, LO, ON. If both letters fall in the same row, replace each with letter to right. Example, A are encrypted as RM. Here, if both letters fall in the same row, here let's assume AR. Here AR, these two are occur at the same row. So if the two letters are occur in the same row, we have to replace each with letter to right. So we have to replace A with letter of right. Okay, so likewise R, it's replaced with right side of letters of R. So for A, the right side letter is R. For R, here we won't have the letters, so we have to circulate it. We have to go back here. So if we are rotating like this, for R, the right side of R is M. So we have to replace A by R, R by M. So replace A by R, then R by M. If both letters fall in the same column, replace each with letter below it. Example, MU encrypted to CU. Here MU. So M here, then NU here. So here M and U are occur in a same column. M and U are occur in a same column. So if M and U are occur in a same column, we have to take the below letters, next letter. So for M, the next letter is C. For U, there is no next letter. So if we are rotating, the next letter for below letter for U is M. So we have to replace M by C, U by M. So M by C, U by M. Otherwise, suppose that a pair of letters not in the same row or not in the same column, it are in the different places. Otherwise each letter is replaced by letter in the same row and in the column of the other letter of the pair. For example, H S is encrypted to B P. So here H and S. So H and S are in the different rows and different columns. H in this row, then S is in this row and column. So H and S are in the different rows and different columns. So if we are the intersect value for H, B is the intersect value. For S, P is the intersect value. We have to see row wise. So for H, B is the intersect value. For S, P is the intersect value. So for H will be replaced by B, S is replaced by P. H is replaced by B, then S is replaced by P. Likewise E and A. So E and A. So E and A. So E and A are occur in a different rows and different columns. So for E, the intersection is I and J and M. For E, we can replace I or J. For A is replaced by M. So A is replaced by M. E is replaced by either I or J, because A, I and J are in the same cell. And this is the way we can perform encryption in that Playfair encryption techniques. Likewise in the decryption. Next we go for the transposition cipher. So previously we discussed substitution cipher. Substitution cipher means we are replacing one letter by another letters. We are replacing one bit pattern by another bit pattern. Now we go for the transposition cipher. Instead of replacing, we are interchange. We are repositioning your that ciphers. So now consider a classical transposition or permutation cipher. That is another, this transposition cipher is a permutation cipher. Another name is a permutation cipher. So here rearranging that order. Instead of that same order, we are rearranging the order. That is the transposition cipher. So example is rail fancy cipher, row and column transpositions. So here in the rail fancy cipher, for example, we have to write it a row by row message. So suppose the same message I want to send, that is which is meet me after the toga party. Suppose this is the message. If I want to send this message, I want to write it in a 2 rows. M E E T M E, meet me, A F T E, or after T H E. Likewise we have to write it. So 2 rows we have to write it, and we have to take first row then second row. So this is the rail fancy cipher. So M E M A, first we have to write all these letters, then we have to write all this letter. This is the rail fancy cipher. So here instead of replacing a letters, we are transposition, that is rearrange that letters position. So we have in this rail fancy cipher, that plain text will be written in a 2 rows. Then we have to first take a first row, then second row. This is the message, this is the cipher text, rail fancy. In the row transposition cipher, so here we have to consider as a matrix format. So here that a key, both sender and receiver, we are going to use the same key. That is, here the key number is 4312567. That is unique number. This is the message, that is attack. Assume the message is attack postponed until 2 AM. So likewise this is the message, attack postponed until 2 AM. This is the message we want to that is encrypt. So here the key is 4312567. We have to write your plain text as a matrix format. So in the row by row, first ATT ACK postpointed until we likewise we have to row by row we have to write it. Last that up to 2 AM, then last 3 cells will be filleted X, Y, Z, just a dummy variable terminal temporary letters X, Y, Z. So this is the key. Here we are filling it as the plain text. Then the ciphertext is we have to choose that here one we have to choose the column. So TTNA. Then here the column number is 2 here APTM. Then 3 here TSUO. Then AODW. So likewise first we have to write it as a row by row, and for getting the ciphertext we go for the column by column. So this is the first column we have to take, write TTNA. Then this is the second APTM. Then here is the 3, so TSUO, likewise. Then 4 AODUW, likewise. Then 5, 6, 7. So this is the ciphertext we are going to transmit. In the receiver side, he knows only the key, that is 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 and ciphertext. If you want to decrypt the message, first you have to fill it in the matrix format. But he doesn't know that how many that is rows. Here we are fill it as a that in the row by row, so we are getting 4 rows. Here we are writing a plain text, so we are getting the 4 rows. In the receiver side, he doesn't know how many rows we have to fill it. For that, so here how many letters we have, if we are counting it, the ciphertext size is 28. So 28 divided by the number, the key value is 7. So 28 divided by 7 is 4. So we have to consider 4 rows. So first 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 we have to write the key value. Then in the 1 we have to write is TTNA as a column wise. Then in the 2 we have to write a remaining letter in the column wise. For 3, then 4, then 5, likewise we have to fill it. Then to getting a plain text we go for the row by row. So this is the row transposition ciphers. So till now we discuss classical symmetric ciphers, that is what is symmetric cipher, then definition, then what are the components needed, then what are the requirements, then substitution cipher, that what is substitution cipher, then in that substitution cipher SCSS cipher we discussed, then Playford cipher, monoalphabetic cipher. Then in the transposition cipher we discuss rail fancy and row transposition cipher, rail fancy. So, thank you.